Hey there, this is Mike Shoemake with a quick tutorial on how to get your Google Voice up and running. What I'm going to do is first I'm going to show you that I'm signed into my Rocky Mount Prep account, and then I'm going to go and open a new tab, and I'm going to search for Google Voice. That's going to take me in the first link available to my Google Voice account. As you can see, I don't have this set up. I usually use my Google Voice number for a different account, but that's good because it'll give me the opportunity to show you how to do it from scratch. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click on Get a Google Voice Number. It's going to say, do I want to use my mobile number? No, I want to keep those two numbers separate because I don't want to hand out my cell phone number when it comes to handing that out to parents and students. So I'm going to click I want a new number, and then it's going to ask me for my cell phone number. I'm going to enter that in and hit continue. And then it's going to pop up and tell me that they're going to call me when I click this button, and all I have to do is enter this 58. So I'll hit pause and do that now. And once it called me, I entered the number in for the telephone, and it automatically came to this next screen when it realized that, oh, I was actually the person it thought I was. So now I need to find the number that I'm going to use. So because I'm going to be using this for Rocky Mount, I want to enter 252 and hit search numbers. And any of these will be local. So I'm going to click on this one, works just fine for me. So I'll hit continue. And there's my Google Voice number now for my Rocky Mount Prep account. So I hit finish, and I now have a Google Voice account. So what I do with this number is going to be very important. And as always, the best place to learn this is to go into the settings. And in Google, the settings is this funky little gear symbol. So I'm going to pull that gear symbol down and select settings. And you're going to see that there's a lot of different options here. So it's going to forward calls to Google Chat, and that's at my Rocky Mount Prep email. It is showing that it is tied to my mobile number, which is completely okay, because what it's going to do is when I go to voicemail and text, I'm able to record a new greeting here. So let's do that. Actually, I don't know if my mic will record this tutorial and record the greeting at the same time, so I'll hold off on that. When you click on record new greeting, you name it, and then when you hit continue, it'll simply ask you to record a greeting, and that'll be the hey, this is Mike Shoemake, please leave a message greeting that people hear in your voicemail. The cool thing about Google Voice is that when a parent or student calls you and needs help, um, it will let you know via email at your Rocky Mount Prep email account. So it emails the actual message to your account, and that's very important because I know we're very busy and we don't always have a chance to go in and check our different accounts. But as long as we're checking that one email account on a regular basis, you'll know when you have email. So you make sure that's clicked, and you also have this texting option, right? And so now I've decided to text message to my email again, just in case I don't get into my Google Voice account. I also have downloaded this as an app on my phone. So my Google Voice app acts just like a text messaging app on my cell phone. So I get text messages on my phone, I get voicemails on my phone, and I also get notifications via email. So depending on how comfortable you are with your smartphone or how comfortable you are with your cell phone, will determine what options you choose here. As long as you have a voicemail that's set up, and when parents call in or students call in, that goes to your email, you'll make sure that you never miss a message, and that's what's important. So next, let's look at the calls. When you go into calls, it's generally set up on this call screening option. And what that does basically is it asks the person calling to say their name, and then it rings you and it says that person's name, and then gives you the option to pick up and hang up, pick up or hang up. And that's kind of time consuming and a little bit annoying. So for the caller, so I turn that off. So it'll just go directly to the voicemail or directly to your talk your Google Talk if you have that turned on. During class, I just make sure that I don't have it turned on. Whoops, I didn't mean to click that. I just make sure that I don't have it turned on during class. Uh, the rest of this is do not disturb. Again, another way to not be notified during class if phone calls come in. And again, because I like to make sure that I'm using my email as my central messaging system, I like to send missed calls to my email. So as far as these other categories are concerned, groups and circles are really only going to be applicable if you're a heavy Google Plus user. So I don't even recommend worrying about that right now. Call widgets are exactly that. It's just not it's just not necessary. It's something you might put on your website if you're interested in looking more into it. And then billing is if you want to actually use this as a phone solution, which I don't recommend and certainly would not mandate. And then once you have these things set up, you should be golden in using your Google Voice account. This has been a 6-minute tutorial. I hope that you thought it was time well spent. Thank you very much. This is Mike Shoemake.